How do we have faith that our prayers have been answered? We're going to talk about this today. This is Tom Karen with the Be Something Wonderful studio of Higher Consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Hey guys, welcome back. I want to talk about faith. Faith that your prayers have been answered, that your most passionate desires have been answered. How do we know? And how do we keep the faith? A couple things, guys. That God substance, that I am, that first cause, that creator that you're connected to, that you are, right? That is your higher self, your inner being, is always leading you along the path of least resistance. So you can have faith that whether something comes up, whether it's perceived as positive or negative in your mind, it's the right path, right? We can't always see it. We don't have the bigger picture, right? So something might come up and it might look negative. Don't judge it, because that could be getting you to this place, and this place, right? It's not a direct route sometimes to all your dreams and desires, right? So always have faith that you're being led along the path of least resistance. Whatever's coming up, accept it. Don't judge. This is what I was just getting at. Don't judge any event as good or bad or positive or negative. You don't know. That event is probably necessary to get you to the next spot. How many times have you looked back and say, wow, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be where I am today, or I wouldn't be the person I am today, or they wouldn't have led to this, this, and this. That's exactly what I mean. It's always the universe or God, your higher self, is always leading you along the path of least resistance. You need to have that faith. It's when you doubt, when you turn negative and start judging events, that turns you down a more negative path. You're still the universe and God's still going to try to get you along the path of least resistance, but you might be creating a lot of obstacles and throwing a lot of resistance on your path that you don't need to. It should be effortless. It should be flow. So if it's hard, if there's obstacles, it's difficult, you can be sure that you're putting those on the path, not God. Right? God's not leading you down a path of obstacles and struggles and things to overcome. You're putting those on your path. God's still going to lead you along the path of least resistance, but it might be, if you're going to make it a struggle, you're still going to get there, but there's going to be a lot in front of you, okay? Don't stress and worry about the how your prayers are going to be answered. This puts resistance on your path immediately and pushes you further away from where you want to go, from where you want to be. So don't stress or worry. Don't worry about the how. Remember, there's an infinite amount of ways to get to your path. It's going to surprise and delight you. Why? Because if you could predict it, then then you're limiting your options. You're collapsing the wave of possibilities into a definite path. If you have an expectation along one path, then that is the path you will take. That's how powerful you are. Whatever you expect, believe, anticipate is what you're going to get. And that might not be the path to your desire or your dream, right? It might be a path to obstacles and other things. So don't stress about the how. That's in the hands of God. Don't try to predict. I was just getting at. Don't try to predict the how your good is going to come to you and how your prayer is going to answer. Don't try to predict it, because when you predict it, you will be right. That's how powerful you are. What you believe, what you predict, what you anticipate from your heart, that's what you'll get. God has it. If you want to get to your dreams and you want to get to that big stuff, let God handle the how. You determine the what, and then put it, and then allow it. Your job's to allow it. Your job's not to put anything on the path, to put any obstacles or negativity on the path to throw you off your chosen path to desire. Stay awake, and what I mean by that, stay aware and know, not know, know that it's done. Once you choose, once you assume that state of wish fulfilled, that consciousness of wish fulfilled, once you know it's done, relax, let it happen now. There's nothing you need to do, right? The universe will pull the pieces together for you, and you'll be inspired to move as these pieces fall into place. Be prepared to be surprised and delighted. That's why. Because there's infinite amount of ways to bring you wishes and desires, right? Remember, everything exists now. It's already done. You simply got to allow it. And the universe has God has the entire infinite eternity to work with. past, present, and future, to lead you to what you want. This is powerful, guys. And then know it's done. Remain faithful to your unseen reality. Remember, faith is the substance of things unseen, right? Things hoped for and the things the things unseen. It's that certainty that unseen is already done for you. So that unseen reality, that answered prayer is already your I am. It's already done. This is how you maintain the faith. This is how you maintain the faith. By knowing it's done. By knowing once you imagine it, once you assume the feeling of wish fulfilled, once you imagine the end result, remember, the end wills the means. You don't have to worry about how. You've got to imagine it, come to that specific event, create it, do the creative act of imagining it, and then it's done. Let it go. Enjoy it. Enjoy your way there, right? This is how it's done, guys. This is how you keep the faith that your prayers have been answered, yeah? We'll have more to talk about this. This is it for now. This is Tom Karen with the Be Something Wonderful studio of Higher Consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Hit the subscription button, guys, the notification bell, share, comment in the videos. That's how we get our message out. Until next time, this is Tom with Be Something Wonderful. See you soon.